So episode 1, Jack Talks Bikes, talk about it.
I had a paper round and we lived in the country. So the paper round was actually 3.5 miles to deliver 8 newspapers. And in the winter on a bicycle, it was hell. And my uncle had a little orange Mobylette that he used to use to get back into the fire station. And he said, if you want it, Glyn, you can have it. So I gave him the grand old sum of a £5 for it or something. And that was it. So that was my first bike, and that's what got me into it. Bright orange, white leg shields that kept you dry. And of course, I took them off to make it go faster. Took the silencer off to make it louder. But yeah, that was it. That was the start. I ride all the time. I commute to work. Weekends, go out, buzz around Wales a little bit. I've had a plethora of bikes. Whatever the weather is, I'd rather do it on a bike than in the car. You see people in the car, they're just bored. They're not paying any attention. At least when you get on the bike, it's still that, hey, I'm alive. I feel the cold, I feel the rain. You know, it's again, it's just affirmation. It's great. I like to just clear off, just for a couple of hours now. I'll go somewhere, take some photos, stop with the bike, and then if I'm feeling, I don't know, really grumbly, just coming out and washing the bike. It just engages you back with yourself. Everybody needs something, and for me, bikes have just always managed to be that thing. I've had obviously the little Mobylette, and then I went off 2-strokes. I never had another 2-stroke ever again. So then I got the SS50. Most of my mates had Fizzies and AP50s, and one of my mates had a Push Grand Prix that was this beautiful black and gold thing, and I had the SS50, which was slower than everybody's, but it never broke, which kept me with Honda for many, many years. So I went from that to a Honda Bentley 185. And again, in those days, you could push the law a little bit. I was 16 and I had a 185, I shouldn't have. We went down to Cornwall on it, you know, whatever, on the motorway. Obviously I hadn't passed my test, me and Neil and my mate on the back. Then I got another Honda, I got the 200 Bentley for a back small power. Then I got an RS250 when I was 17, and that was the first time I ever bought a new bike. And I loved it. So that was W-Reg, that would have been. And I got T-boned on that, going down to the Wirral with all the family's Christmas presents in the back, and the guy just pulled out on me, and I just had nowhere to go apart from the side of his car. Then I got my first proper bike. I got a CB750 F2. The motorbike shop in Wrexham there, Wrexham Scooters as it used to be called, but it's all bikes obviously. I'd been going to them since I was 15, I suppose. So they knew me and they suggested, they said, that's what you want, Glyn, that's what you want. So I said, oh, fair enough then. Went home, Mum, can you borrow me some money? And bought that, absolutely bulletproof, can't blow them up. Of course I blew it up. I blew it up on the last day of its 3-month warranty, and it just chucked a conrod outside. I was racing a mate of mine who had a CBX1000, and obviously, why did I even try? Then from that, I was without a bike for a while because I had to sell that bike to buy a car because I was DJing, and I just needed the car to get stuff around. Then I got a Ducati. A mate of mine gifted it to me, so I didn't have to buy it. Little did I know that Ducatis of that age are money pits. But yeah, Neil just said, I don't want it. He said, I prefer my cars, I'm better in cars, I'm not safe on a bike. Have it, Glyn. So we went down to Peterborough, picked it up. My brother went down with my brother in his van. Miles and I chucked it in the back of the van and brought it back. And I've still got it next door. I was still married to Sharon then, and we used to go out away quite a lot. We'd go down South Wales, nowhere far, but we just go spend a weekend away, and it wasn't the comfiest bike to go any sort of real distances on. So we decided to go shopping. So we went shopping and we wound up in Woods, I think it was, up in Abergele there. And we were looking around, we tried multi-stradas, we tried all sorts of bits and bobs. Didn't like any of them. And then she saw this Gen 1 Busa and she said, "Oh, I like that." And I said, "Oh, you won't want that bitch. Fierce of this." And she said, "Oh, no, I like that." So we took it out for a test ride and we hadn't even got to the car park before she said, we're having it. So I sold everything I possibly could and convinced the bank to give me a bit more on my overdraft, and we bought it. I think the best thing I ever did on one of the bikes was go, it's not a million miles away, but went across to the Isle of Wight. But from the minute we left, it absolutely honked down. We were stopping halfway anyway, because I didn't want to do the whole run in one hit. And then we woke up in the morning and it was still pouring down. Got down to the ferry, it was pouring down. Got off the ferry, it was pouring down. And it was just an adventure. The first morning we woke up in the Isle of Wight, sun came out, sun stayed out all the time we were there. The day we left, it poured down again. But it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that's one of them little standout moments. Not doing Scandinavia or Spain or anything like that, just going to the Isle of Wight and back. Brilliant. Bikes have got me through dark times. I've had challenges throughout. You don't get to my age without challenges. Elaine, the one that we went down to the Isle of Wight on, she got cancer. She still loved being on the back of the bike, and it was great for the pair of us. I changed the bike to get a comfier bike and what have you. But again, it was good for her headspace because she was terminal. So being on the back of the bike, it's exactly the same again. You know you're alive because it's visceral, isn't it? It's a real thing being on a bike. You have to concentrate on a bike. You can't dwell on stuff that's bothering you. Because if you don't concentrate, you're coming off it one way or another. When I was going through stuff, with Elaine especially, I'm not a talker. I'm not a sharer. So the bike, that's what I used to speak to. I would probably ride it a little more recklessly than I should have for a short while. And with hindsight, you realise that verging on suicidal tendencies. But I never did. I don't have a big biking clique. I'm not big into clubs or groups. But the few friends that I have got on bikes mostly seem to have had issues of their own. So I wonder if issues take us to bikes, or which came first. I don't know. I know, like with Elaine, it was good for the pair of us. So yeah, it would just be get on the bike and just settle everything down. Life's for living. Life's not that bad, and the bike it just reaffirms that. Motorcycling, for me, keeps me alive. If you've never ridden a motorbike, go and do it. If you've ridden a motorbike and you've not done a track day yet, go and do one. It's like, it's for me, it's life affirming. It just, I know I'm alive when I got a motorbike. I can't imagine what life's going to be when I get to that stage when I can't get on a bike. I just don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, get a bike, you'll love it.